This is general reading. It may or may not resonate with you. This is my introduction to tarot. If you have been following me, Brown Eyes, you know that my channel is about spiritual growth, higher learning, getting to know the inner man, which is the spiritual man. And I am indeed open for a higher, deeper understanding into the spiritual realm. And for me, I've found that at the Justice card, I'm going to do a past, present, and future. I found for me that the cards do speak. So turn it this way. So that is. So we got the Justice card here. Dealing with a Libra, someone that seeks out for fairness. Okay, got the Death card here too. So seem like we just pull all the cards. You have the Ten of Wands here. So far it seems like you're making a judgment call to end a burden, some type of burden, something that's weighing you down, because we know the Death card is to die only to start a new beginning. Clarify this Ten of Wands. What is a burden? The Ten of Wands is burden. It's overload. Energy, spiritual guides, show me the cards I need to see for my highest good on the energy that we are invoking. Whose energy am I pulling up? Got the Hermit card. This is your past energy. Your present energy. Let's see, the Seven of Cups. And your future outcome card. Ten of Swords. Okay, so why is the Seven of Cups here? Options. We got plenty of options here. Two more cards. But all of your options aren't good options. Look at this illustrated card. You see, like, one of them have a snake in it, with a dragon. So these are some hell of a options here, but you know, you got a quantity of options, but what about the quality of options? It can have you confused when you have too many options. especially if all of the options are like duds. You just don't know. But they're letting they're letting you know what your options are about. You got this Knight of Wands energy, which is the fire sign. We know that that is in and out, flighty, playboy energy. Then you got the Hangman here. Clarify this Hangman here. You got the Two of Swords here in reverse. Okay, so let me see. Look like you've passed your own judgment here in your past. And you ended something. Something ended. There was a burden. There was a heavy burden on you. So it sent you into... So you had to reflect. You had to self-reflect on this burden. So now we look at your present and you have Seven of Cups. And coming into the Seven of Cups, you have this Knight of Wands. And clarify the Knight of Wands is this Hangman. That means that they've made up their mind. They just hanging around. It's a wrap. You're not going to make a decision here. You're confused and fearful. Because when we look at your present energy, you have the Ten of Swords. I mean, your future energy is the Ten of Swords. That's nightmares, staying up all night, anxiety, restless nights. Because you can't make a choice of this offer of this playboy that's coming into you. So it puts you in a hangman state where you're confused and fearful. So now you in this Nine of Swords energy, or that's what you will be into. Nine of Swords energy, because you can't move past it. You can't decide what to do about it. So why is this Nine of Swords here for the future outcome? Okay. We have the Three of Cups. Now that's talking about some type of celebration there. So you stand up all night about celebrating? It doesn't make sense. Why are you restless? You're in your head because of this flighty person that's in and out. You can't, although they're one of your options, because you have many options, they're one of your options, but it's burdensome dealing with them. So you're making a judgment call. Justice. You want justice. Now you want justice about this ending that was burdensome. You're asking for karmatic justice or justice of the land because something ended. But usually when it ends, it starts again, but it has left you in the Ten of Wands energy, so you're burdensome by it. It's too much. And it calls you to go into hermit mode so that you can self-reflect and try to regain your composure because you have in your present energy, you have Seven of Cups. So you have so many options that is clouding your judgment. So now that this one of your options is trying to give you an offer, you're confused. You're fearful. You're fearful that it's too much for you because you're in it's burdensome and it's confusing you. So now you're stuck in your head. So now why is this Three of Cups here? How can you be stuck in your head and celebrate too? You're full of anxiety about a celebration. Why is the Three of Cups here? Why is the Three of Cups here? Spiritual guides. Why is this Three of Cups here? Why is this Three of Cups here? So we got the Hierophant. So the Hierophant is like a noble authority figure energy. Usually a clergyman, a cloth of the church, well known in the community, the go-to person. And the Hierophant can also represent the home, someone that is already in a committed relationship like marriage. So you could be having anxiety about the celebrating of someone. Okay, I think my video stopped. So to recap, you're having to, the energy that I picked up was someone that was calling for, have the past, the present, and the future cards here. And your past energy was the Justice card, which is a major arcana. And you're calling for karmic justice or justice of the court systems, from having to let go of something that was burdensome. You're having to end something. You're asking for justice because you had to, something came to an end with your death card here. And clarify the death card was your Ten of Wands here. Something that was burdensome that left you in hermit mode. You had to self-reflect and go within to figure this out. And so in your present energy, you had the Seven of Cups, the Knight of Wands, and the Hangman, clarified by the Two of Swords in reverse. So in all of your options, your Knight of Wands was an option that came to you. But the Knight of Wands is a flighty playboy energy that's in and out. But that's also part of your options. So like I said, in all of your options, you had a quantity of options, but the quality of options wasn't so great. And it messed with you. So it left you in this hangman where you were just letting go of this offer from this Knight of Wands that left you confused and fearful, just left you just full of anxiety. So in your present energy, you're in this Nine of Swords energy where you have restless nights, sleepless nights, anxiety, playing things over and over in your head. So you're having to heal yourself with this Three of Cups here. So you're in the healing. And so when I clarify the Three of Cups, your healing comes from this Hierophant and this Emperor here. So you're having to go to noble men, men of wisdom, in order to start your healing process, because something has left you. You got offers here, but they're not really long, meaningful offers here. Where you got that one offer, but it's burdensome because you got a lot of options, but they're not quality options. They're quantity options. They're not worth much. So I'm going to pull a couple cards from the Psychic Tarot. Cards I need to see for the energy. You have the crown chakra. This is card number 7. And you have the choose wisely card here. Remember, you had that 7 of Cups, but in that 7 of Cups you had trashy options. It really wasn't anything that was really good. So it's the universe is telling you to choose wisely now that you've gotten this sound advice from the Hierophant and the Emperor. So let's see what crown chakra is, which is number 7. Okay, crown chakra. The key words for crown chakra is I know. It's dealing with the mind. So it says the crown chakra is located at the top of the head and has been called the 1,000 petaled lotus. Am I saying it right? Petaled lotus, or the receiver of light. This chakra is the center of your link with the universe, the infinite, and your higher consciousness. It's the connection between wisdom and spiritual insight. The crown center in the area where ethereal light and energy are received and then dispersed throughout your aurora for total well-being. To balance this chakra, I find that meditation, breath work, yoga, spiritual healing, acupuncture, and color therapy work best. When properly aligned, your crown chakra will expand to a point where it's possible to access and tap into the deepest sources of wisdom. Okay, so let's do the choose wisely. So it's like once your mind frame is changed and your mind, once you get the right information and the right advice, then that sets the path to something very meaningful and constructive in your life, especially if you have so many options, because so many options can cloud your judgment when you have so many options. I mean, So choose wisely. Okay, 105. Choose wisely. It says, this card comes forth when you have a vision or goal that you want to achieve, but too many choices, scattered energies, and unrealistic expectations prevent you from attaining what you desire. Opportunities are bountiful, but there is a decision to be made at this time. This card reminds you that the options now around you may appear to have all the influence and power, but in reality, you're in control and responsible for all the choices you make. Take time to think, analyze, and carefully look at the different possibilities that are in front of you. Don't be hasty just because you feel pressured, and don't be influenced by people who have no idea, expertise, or education in the area of your choices. A focused, wise decision far outweighs one made emotionally or in desperation. So there you have it. The universe is telling you to work on your crown chakra and to choose wisely, because you do have a lot of options coming in. So I hope this resonates with whom it's supposed to resonate with. I ask that you like this video, subscribe to my channel, leave me a comment, and remember, so as a man thinketh in his heart, then so is he. We are to think upon things that bring us a good report. We are to speak things that are not as though they were already. Thank you for tuning in to Brown Eyes, the Tarot edition, and I will talk to you another time. Bye.